I'm Samantha Jarvis. This is for ECCE 1105. Today, I will be talking about sudden infant death syndrome, also known as SIDS. This disease is very tragic and very unexpected. Um, this occurs when a infant under the age of 1 dies unexpectedly in their sleep. Um, Today, I will be talking about the statistics, some main causes, and some preventions that parents can take to hopefully help prevent SIDS from happening. So, first, I'll start off with some statistics. Um, According to the CDC in 2020, which this is when the most recent statistics I found, according to the CDC, 41% of infants died with just general sudden infant death syndrome. That is about 1,400 children each year, just here in the United States. 32% of infants died with SIDS, but it was an unknown cause. So that would be actually sudden unknown infant death syndrome, SUID. That is about 1,000, about 1,000 children a year in the United States die with unknown causes, and also 41% of children. Oops, I already said that. 27% of children die with accidental suffocation and strangulation in bed with their parents. When a child sleeps in the bed with their adult parents, it is more likely for them to get suffocated or strangulated in bed. Now, this is the lowest statistic with as far as SIDS goes, but that's because that's just across the entire United States. But if you look at it, the difference between if a child sleeps in their own bed, correctly, like on their back with no pillows, no blankets, if you look at that mixed with kids that sleep with their parents, the rate of SIDS goes higher when they sleep with their parents. But accidental strangulation and suffocation is only about 900 children or infants a year, as far as the United States goes. Next, I'll be talking about some of the main causes of SIDS. One of them is actually a low birth weight. If your child is born with a lower birth weight, their control over their breathing or their heart rate actually goes down. They the part or sorry. It's harder, I guess, harder for them to regulate their breathing when they're smaller because their organs aren't developed high enough. Next is a brain defect. If your child is born, children can be born with a birth defect in their brain, in the part that controls their breathing and also controls determining when they wake up from their sleep. I didn't know that was part of the brain, which was pretty interesting for me to when I researched this, to find out that your brain actually controls when you wake up. Which I figured was pretty interesting. So, if your child can be born with a brain defect that alters that part of your brain and could just cause them not to wake up. And another cause is if they had a respiratory illness. So, upper respiratory infection, a cold, even COVID, like all these things, those can cause SIDS even after they have been cured of it, because their respiratory system is already out of whack. So with that, it's harder for them to breathe at night, which could cause sudden death in a child. And finally, I'll be talking about some preventions that parents can take to help prevent help prevent SIDS. This doesn't mean that it's definite if you do these things your child will not die from SIDS, but it is better. It is a higher probability that your child will not die from SIDS if you do these preventions. So first would be a safe sleep environment. You need to lay them on their back, no side, no stomach, no nothing. But it also has to be on a firm, flat surface. So like they sell infant mattresses that are thick and hard and aren't squishy. And then you have a top sheet only. There is no blankets, no pillows, no stuffed animals, no toys, nothing. This helps prevent them from suffocating. So they can't put the blanket over their head. They can't accidentally get the pillow over their head. When you have them on their back, unless they're rolling over, which if they're rolling over, it's harder to prevent that. But if you lay them on their back, they cannot stick their face into the mattress, preventing them from breathing. Another prevention would be avoiding co-sleeping. So like I said earlier, parents that co-sleep could accidentally crush or suffocate their child, causing SIDS to happen. I've actually seen some of this happen. I saw it happen when I was younger, on the news, I think, when a parent had woken up from sleeping and they were sleeping with their child and the child did not wake up because the parent rolled over. And finally, my last point. I was shocked to read about this, but breastfeeding is actually recommended to help reduce the risk of SIDS. I just found that pretty interesting. Now, I mean, obviously, if you can't breastfeed, it's fine. But I'm just saying, like, it is recommended to, like, if you are able to help reduce the risk of sudden infant death syndrome. All of my sources all of my information I got from both the CDC and the Mayo Clinic website. Yeah, so I got those from both of those. The statistics I got from the CDC, and causes and preventions I got from Mayo Clinic, both about SIDS. Thank you, and have a good day.